into leaders of tomorrow right here at GIBS Business School. This is the first page of a story that each one of you will write over the coming years. Every new beginning is at its heart an awakening of aspirations, of possibilities, and above all, of the mind. In our Indian tradition, the ceremonial lighting of the lamp marks this very awakening. The flame is more than a symbol of light. It represents the light of knowledge, the wisdom that guides us, and the illumination of the mind.
As the ancient chant reminds us, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, lead us from darkness to light. With this spirit, may I now request our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp and mark the beginning of this meaningful journey.
Dr. Pallavi Vyas, Principal, GIBS Business School, our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Syed Kirmani, our guest, Mr. Rajkumar Kanojia and Mr. Subhankar, our visionary chairman and managing director, Mr. Ritesh Goyal, to kindly do the honors. We also are delighted to invite a student representative from the incoming new batch to join our esteemed guests.
Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampada. Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampada. Shatru buddhi vinashaya deepajyotir namostute. Deepajyotir namostute. Deepajyotir parabrahma. Deepajyotir janardana. Deepajyotir parabrahma. Deepajyotir janardana. Deepo hartu me papam. Sandhya deepa namostute. O deepa brahma rupasvam. Jyotisham prabhuravyayah. O deepa brahma rupasvam. Jyotisham prabhuravyayah. Arogyam dehi putrasya. Matim swachham hi me sada. Raverastam samarabhya. Yavat suryodayo bhavet. Raverastam samarabhya. Yavat suryodayo bhavet. Yasya tishte druhe deep. Shubham kurutvam arogyam dhanasampada.
Thank you, dignitaries. You may kindly take your seat. Words inspire the mind, but art touches the soul. Here at GIBS, we believe in celebrating both intellect and culture with equal passion.
That's right. To officially set a festive tone for the day, we have Miss Dhriti with a dance performance. Let us put our hand together for the inaugural dance.
गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविग्रहाय विक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसदाराध्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डखण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
What a mesmerizing performance. Let's give her a huge round of applause.
As we move forward, every great institution is shaped not only by its vision, but also by the academic leadership that transforms that vision into meaningful learning experiences. Our next speaker has been instrumental in fostering an environment where academic excellence is complemented by curiosity, discipline, and personal growth.
It is my privilege to introduce Dr. Pallavi Vyas, the principal of GIBS Business School, an accomplished academician, educator, and mentor. Dr. Pallavi Vyas brings with her a wealth of experience in management education and human resource management. As the academic head of GIBS, she plays a pivotal role in shaping the institution's learning culture, guiding faculty, nurturing students, and ensuring that academic excellence is seamlessly integrated with industry relevance. She believes that education is not merely about imparting knowledge, but about nurturing inquisitive minds, building confidence, and preparing students to lead with competence. For every student beginning their journey today, her guidance will serve as a constant source of inspiration as you navigate classrooms, projects, internship, competition, and many more opportunities that awaits you at GIBS. Ma'am, it is our honor to invite you to deliver the inaugural address and formally welcome the new MBA and BBA batch.
Thank you, Hitashri and Darpan. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, and I quote, "All of us do not have equal talent, but all of us have an equal opportunity to develop and nurture our talents." A very warm and pleasant morning to our esteemed dignitaries, legendary Indian cricketer Dr. Syed Kirmani sir, Mr. Rajkumar Kanojia, Bollywood actor, Mr. Ritesh Goyal, Chairman and Managing Director of the GIBS Business School, Mr. Subhankar, international badminton player. He's joining us very shortly. Mr. Subhankar, I extend my warm greetings to our newest members of the GIBS fraternity and to the proud parents and families watching us from near and far. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you to the inauguration of the MBA class of 2026-28 and BBA class of 2026-29. Today is not simply the start of an academic program. It is the beginning of a transformation. You have walked through our gates carrying hopes, your ambitions, and perhaps a few butterflies as well. Let me assure you, you are exactly where you are meant to be. And from this day forward, GIBS is not just an institution, but it is your partner, your guide, and your home. You are here first and foremost to learn, but let us be very clear about what truly that means. Learning is not the passive absorption of information, it is the active pursuit of wisdom. Let that fire of learning burn brightly within you. Question the textbooks, challenge the theories, engage fiercely with your curriculum, but also engage with the world that you see around you. The business world of tomorrow will not reward those who merely know facts. It will reward those who can think, unthink, and rethink. Be relentless in your intellectual curiosity, for it is the engine for all your growth through these years. No leader succeeds alone, and no journey is worth traveling without companions who challenge you, support you, and celebrate you. So look around yourself in this room. The person beside you may come from a different city, from a different culture or background, but then that diversity is your greatest asset. Build bridges, not walls. Forge friendships that outlast all your assignments. Create a network which is rooted not just in transactions, but in trust. The bonds that you form here will become your professional anchor and your personal refuge for the decades to come. Some of the most profound lessons that you will learn at GIBS Business School will not appear only from your syllabus. They will come during some late night strategies that you may be planning in your hostel rooms, or in some debate in a common room where you're sitting together, a fieldwork assignment probably in a market, or an unexpected failure during some live projects. Open your eyes to each and every experience that you have here, the structured and the spontaneous, the successful as well as the humbling. Step outside your comfort zones. Volunteer for whatever activities come your way. Volunteer for those events, even those that scare you. Attend guest lectures that challenge your worldview. Every moment in a classroom, every interaction is a textbook. Be present, be curious, and be willing to learn from everyone and everything around you. In your pursuit of excellence, do not neglect that very vessel that carries you and your ambition. Exercise well, eat well, sleep well, but also pay attention to what lies within you. As per the teachings of Buddha, to keep the body in good health is your duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Talk about your anxieties. Seek help whenever you need. Breathe deeply when the pressure mounts. There is no weakness in vulnerability. There is only courage in speaking up. We have built wellness spaces, sports facilities, and mentoring support precisely because we believe that a healthy mind and a healthy body are non-negotiable foundations of sustainable success. For many of you, this is the first time that you're traveling away from home and living away from your families. I know it can be daunting, but I want you to know one thing very clearly. Home is not where you are from. It is where you belong. At GIBS, we are committed to creating that belongingness for all of you. Our faculty, our staff members, all your fellow colleagues are not just going to be your colleagues for these 2 years, they're going to be your extended families. If you're lost, ask. If you're lonely, reach out. If you're joyful, share it. This campus is your sanctuary. It is going to be your second home, and we will protect it and nurture for you. As we raise the curtain on this new chapter, I leave you all with this one last thought, as quoted by Eleanor Roosevelt. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Dream boldly, work honestly, and love generously. And remember that GIBS community believes in you, not just as students, but as future leaders, as change makers, and most importantly, as compassionate human beings. The journey of 2 years begins today. It will be demanding, exhilarating, and unforgettable. And when you look back, I'm sure and I hope you will say, this is the place where I found my purpose. Welcome, all of you, with all my heart to the GIBS family. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We request Ashi ma'am to present a bouquet to Pallavi ma'am. for your inspiring and insightful address. Your words have set the tone for the exciting journey that lies ahead.
Now, we move to a very special segment. In both life and business, resilience, strategy, and teamwork are what win the match.
And today, we have a man who embodied that very spirit on the highest global stage. For any cricket enthusiast, this is truly a surreal moment. He stood behind the stumps when India scripted one of the greatest chapters in sporting history by lifting the 1983 World Cup.
It is an absolute privilege to introduce our chief guest for the day, legendary Indian cricketer, Mr. Syed Hussain Kirmani. Mr. Kirmani represented India and Karnataka with exceptional distinction as a wicketkeeper batter. Throughout his illustrious career, he earned administration for his safe hands, lightning reflexes, technical brilliance, and above all, his remarkable composure under pressure. He was an integral member of India's historic 1983 World Cup winning team, a victory that transformed Indian cricket forever and inspired generations to dream bigger. One of the defining moments of that campaign came during India's crucial match against Zimbabwe. With the team in deep trouble after losing early wickets, Mr. Kirmani stood firm at the other end, forging a memorable partnership with Kapil Dev during his legendary unbeaten innings. His calm presence and unwavering determination played a vital role in keeping India's World Cup dream alive. A wicketkeeper has one of the most demanding roles on the field, being constantly alert, anticipating every move, communicating with the team, making split-second decisions, and staying focused through every single ball. These are not just qualities of a great sportsperson. They are very qualities that define exceptional managers and leaders. In recognition of his immense contribution to Indian cricket, he was honored with the BCCI's Colonel C.K. Naidu Lifetime Achievement Award, one of the highest honors bestowed upon former cricketers. Sir, your journey reminds us that true leadership is not always about standing in the spotlight. It's about inspiring confidence, supporting your team, and rising to the occasion when it matters the most. So before we get you on the stage, here we present an AV on the journey of Syed Kirmani, sir.
Oh, you got to switch here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, thanks very much for that lovely welcome. Sri Ritesh Goyal, MD of GIBS, Bollywood star, Rajkumar, Principal Madam Dr. Pallavi, Subhankar, the badminton champion. Where are you, boss? Oh, that's you. Okay. Congratulations, first of all, in reaching great heights in badminton. Your achievements in badminton. Congratulations to you. And my dear students of GIBS who are here beginning your journey of BBA and MBA. I don't know how much of an inspiration I'm going to be to all of you. The most important thing is self-inspiration, self-motivation. This is what I did in my climb to the little success which I have reached. And I would like to, at this juncture, before it slips off my mind, I would like to thank Mr. Ritesh Goyal and his entire team, faculty members, in having me and honoring me as the chief guest on this wonderful inaugural session of the BBA and the MBA. All you students are so lucky, so fortunate that you are in a campus where you have to start climbing the ladder of becoming a good business, a good, honest, sincere businessman. When I stressed upon honest, because that is the key to be successful. Honesty with total sincerity. And there are so many keys to be a successful businessman or a successful human being. You see, you got to have a lot of dedication, determination, and discipline. I would put discipline ahead of the two because it builds one's character. And when you have a good character, it takes you a very long way. You're liked by one another. And you got to pick up those right things in the right perspective to have that discipline. You see, every house has a different upbringing. Every family has a different upbringing. You don't have to go outside to learn from one another. You learn in your own family. Your brothers are different from one another. Your sister, brother, parents are in a different mindset. So that itself is a learning process for all of us. And you got to be a good observer. You see, all of us are born with some gifted talent. And we got to know where we belong. And when you know where you belong, you start aiming for the goals, ambitions, etc., etc. And then knowing your own strength, your own capabilities, you got to work hard. There is no shortcut to success, which you all are aware of. And you're no school students, you're all beginning a journey to be good businessmen and women. So I don't have to, I'm not from any business background, by the way. All right. I've been an average student in my school, more of a sporting person. Nobody told me to play cricket. Nobody guided me. There were no coaches in our time. There were no guides in our time. Right? My parents were only concerned about study, study, study. पढ़ो, डिग्री लो और गवर्नमेंट की नौकरी लो. काय को गवर्नमेंट की नौकरी लो? Because my father was a government employee. Okay? So there was that sporting extra sporting blood gifted to me. Right? So it's the gift which I had into me, which I sharpened it, looking into the bigger sportsmen, and tried to absorb that into me. Nobody told me also to look into iconic sports person, may it be any discipline of sport. Right? But it was a gifted ability to pick up the good things what I see from whoever. Right? So this is what was my upbringing. Okay, let me not go into the upbringing of how I climbed up the ladder of success. Of course, when you climb up the ladder of success in various disciplines of life, you learn a lot. You learn a lot from your own group. So this is how you got to keep learning. The best, whoever is the best in your group, try to pick up the good from him or her and put it into practice, into your own capabilities, into your own self. And this is how you got to progress. And believe me, there are going to be lots of ups and downs in everybody's walk of life. You got to accept those. You learn a lot by losing. जब ठोकर लगती है ना इंसान को, जब ही संभलता है. So on that count, you learn a lot by your shortcomings, by looking into your negativities, and you got to be very alert on that. What I would like to just convey without taking much of your time, because there is a very good entertainer from Bollywood who is going to make you laugh. He has been playing big comedy roles in the Bollywood Hindi movies. Right? Now, I'm going to pass on a few alphabets to you all, and they have a tremendous depth into it. First, 3 W's. In our time, in my school days, before I could climb the state level and then zone level and India level, I used to hear about the 3 great W's. I was wondering who these 3 great W's were. And they were all the iconic cricketers who are acknowledged as they were the best in cricket at that time. They were Weeks, Worrell and Walcott, all from West Indies. Okay? Like those 3 W's. The first W is you got to tell yourself, who am I? It has a tremendous depth. When you look into who am I, the next is what am I? The third W is where am I going? It has a tremendous depth, my dear students. Go into it deeply. Who am I? Where did I come from? Which is my background? What are my parents? What did they do? And what am I? And where am I heading? What did my parents do? You know, you got to go backwards to take the forward step of where you belong and what you're going to do. Along with these 3 W's, there are many other alphabets which take you to very important qualifications. The 3 simple D's are also there, where determination, dedication, and discipline. And it's very easy to guide and teach. You have the wonderful, highly qualified, eminent professors in the GIBS, in the college which you are in, with tremendous facilities, amenities provided to you all. In my college days, in my school days, we never had these facilities. Right? So you're all blessed. When I say blessed, you all have been blessed by the Almighty Lord to start with, to come into this world through your parents, hail and hearty. Right, I don't have to go into the depth of Madam Pallavi has inspired you all, motivated you all as to how you should climb the ladder of success. Right? So on those basis, follow whoever, observe the speakers who talk to you, teachers, your professors. How did they become a professor? How did Ritesh Goyal become the MD? How did he own this college of GIBS? Such a fantastic facility. How? How did he climb the ladder? And how did so-and-so reach the top? May it be a politician, may it be a film star, may be any discipline, maybe a doctor, engineer, businessman, big businessman. You see, everywhere you got to be very truthful, honest, and sincere. And that'll be the key. And the best way to evaluate and to progress on a day-to-day life, which I do every day, every night, is to talk to yourself every night. Before you go into your deep slumber, talk to yourself, keep your eyes open, look into the ceiling of your room. What did I do right from the time I opened my eyes? Kya kiya maine? I looked at the portrait of my God. God is in all forms. You can take him in any form. The first thing when you open your eyes is to thank the Almighty Lord for waking you up hale and hearty. Right, from there on, what you did, moment, second by second, talk to yourself. Went to the washroom, went into the puja room, prayed to the Almighty Lord for waking me up hale and hearty. From there on, what did I do? Etc. and etc. and etc. and etc. And when you come to the end, to go to sleep, you evaluate yourself, analyze yourself. Did I have a good day? Or did I have a bad day? What all I did? Did I hurt somebody? How many lies did I say? How many good people I met, etc., etc., etc. If you have not had a good day in your college, in your class, or in your whatever, the next day should be a better day. That's the best way to evaluate yourself on a day-to-day basis and to progress. You got to be progressively active with creativity in your mind. You got to be creative, innovative. You see, if you are having an idli vada every day, don't you get tired and fed up? Very simple example I'm giving. All right? You'd like to have a dosa one day. You'd like to have a puri palya one day. You'll have to have, you see, variety is the spice of life. No two ways about it. But that variety should be very constructive, educative, beneficial. You got to keep yourself constructively active. And for that, you got to have a healthy body, which Madam Pallavi expressed in her address. You have wonderful facilities. Keep yourself physically fit. One should know to keep oneself in the right frame of mind and body on a regular basis. And consistency is the key to all that. Consistency in any walk of life, my dear students, gives you results, good result, only when you're honest and sincere. These are the keys, and there are so many other keys. And the master of ceremony mentioned about the Zimbabwe match. I'm coming to my cricket now. We were the weakest team in the competition. How we defeated the reigning world champions, the West Indies. How many of you are followers of cricket? How many follow cricket or any other sport, football? Very recently, by the way, I would like to congratulate all these women folk, the ladies around here, congratulating them for the Women's World Cup, which we won. Wow. Inaugural World Cup, the Indian women cricketers won. And I've been a big fan of women's cricket, by the way, right? And so on those bases, you got to be very sports-minded at the same time. You got to take sports and business activities, your studies together. Don't overlook your physical training. Don't overlook your physical fitness, which plays a very vital role in your life. How many, I'm sure, all are bachelors. How many are married in your group? MBA, BBA? None? Good. All bachelors. Right, you got to enjoy your life, my dear bachelor students. Being bachelor, being a bachelor, there are a lot of distractions in this world. Don't get involved too deeply, right? And of course, I would like to take you into greater depth of personal relationship. But anything over the limit is harmful. Have a good time. Enjoy your lives. Life is meant to enjoy with total positivity. You got to be positive in every activity of life. There is no room, no time to fret, frown, crib, and cry. No time. You're wasting your time. Whatever has gone by, don't brood about it. Look ahead into the brighter side of your lives. Look into the brighter pastures with total positivity. And help one another. That is required. This is what we did in 1983. Beating the world champions who ruled cricket for nearly 3 decades, the West Indians. They won the inaugural World Cup, 1983, 1975, 1979. They were gunning for a hat-trick, 1983. And we were the weakest team in the competition. The entire team of 15 cricketers had a different mindset, being the weakest team in the competition. One said, I'm going on my honeymoon. One said, I'm going to have fun. One said, I'm going to have a great time, blah, 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 blah. Right? You see, there were many turning points to our historic victory, being the weakest team in the competition, beating the world champions. To me, the first turning point was the first game where we were pitched with the world champion. The first match of the tournament, World Cup tournament, we are playing the mighty West Indians. We beat them comprehensively, to cut it short. I'm cutting it very short because there are other speakers who have to motivate you all, inspire you all, right? That is where we all got together. And by the way, we had 7 seniors to junior Captain Kapil Dev. You see, now coming to a point of junior and seniors. You see, now there is a global problem with a 3-letter word. Can anybody guess which is that 3-letter word which is a global problem? Anybody? Quickly. 1, 2, 3. No. EGO. Ego. We are all embedded by nature with this ego in our system. It is not only in us, in humans, it is in wildlife, it is in birds, it's in animals also. Right? So ego is the global problem, right? So on those basis, the seniors had the ego, how can a junior be made the captain? It's not been expressed. The ego, somewhere it is expressed, somewhere it is not, right? So there were egos within the seniors or whoever in the team. Every team has, take it from me, right? The captain, I've never heard a captain say such a wonderful statement. I've played under 3-4 captains. And in the very first meeting, we all have a meeting before the match, overnight meeting before the match. So Kapil, he said, gentlemen, in his own English, Hindi, Punjabi put together, he said, I have 7 seniors with me, and I don't have to tell the seniors what their responsibilities are. I don't have to tell them what their duties are. We are playing for the honor of the country, gentlemen. And I would request, these are his words, in his own way, I would need the support of the seniors, which I have never heard from any captain, a junior telling the seniors, I need your support, your guidance. Wow. That floored the egos of all the seniors. And that's where we went together. It's a team effort, my dear friends. Business, corporates, industries, banks, it's all teamwork. And the leader has to lead from the front, which Ritesh, Goyal Saab, CMD Saab has done with his team. And that's where you all are here in the campus of GIBS to get motivated, to get inspired by this leader and his team. Marvelous. And it's a huge honor given to me to inaugurate the MBA and the BBA students who are going to start their journey. Right? Now coming to that final point of how we won that World Cup. Zimbabwe match was mentioned, which was not televised because 2 weaker teams in that competition were playing. So the BBC were the channel. They were televising the whole tournament. They said, okay, these 2 minnows of the tournament are playing, why should we? This was the actual reason why they did not televise this match. But that turned out to be the best match ever in future also. 17 for 5 down. Top order batsman sitting in the pavilion. After doing so very well, that was a very crucial match for all of us to qualify into the knockout stage. We had beaten Zimbabwe earlier in the league. Now we are meeting them to qualify. They never had a chance, even if they had beaten us. Okay. Now here we are 17 for 5. The whole team is under panic. Captain Kapil Dev is at the non-striker's end. 50 plus, he's there. 128 for 8. I'm not going through the entire how it happened and how I walked in. I'm not telling you all that. How many of you have watched 83 movie, World Cup movie? In that you have seen that wicketkeeper there. Okay? He goes and tells Kapil Dev, हमको ऐसे ही मरने का नहीं है, हमको मार के मरने का है. That's all he says. But here now I'm walking in 128 for 8. Now you are hearing all this from the horse's mouth. Okay. Right. So on that count, while I was walking, it was going in my mind now, how do I support my captain? We are in a do or die situation. This was in my mind. Okay. Now in my mind, I said, now Kapil is the biggest hitter. I said in my mind while I was walking up to him, I said, I will play one delivery, give him one run, and the rest he should do. I will guide him that. This is what exactly I told him. Caps, we are in a do or die situation. ऐसे ही मरने का नहीं है हमको. अगर मरने का ही है ना कैप्स, हमको मार के मरने का है. आप सबसे बेहतरीन हिटर हैं टीम के. मैं 1 रन लूँगा, 1 डिलीवरी खेलूँगा और आप 5 डिलीवरी को मारने का है, खेलने का नहीं है, मारने का है. अरे किरी भाई हमको और 30 ओवर खेलने. वी प्लेड 60 overs then, right? So I told him this. Umpire comes, hey, you're wasting time, take your stance. I said, I'm talking to the captain, you take your place. I told him, at that situation I was very, filled with anger and pressure under me. Kiri bhai, humko 30 over khelni hai. Main bola, don't worry, Caps. I have given you the stand many a times. I will do my best. 1 delivery khelunga, 1 run लूँगा, आप 5 को मारेंगे. Believe it or not, I have never seen such a devastating knock from the bat of Kapil Dev, which till date no cricketer has played in a situation like that, in circumstances like that. And I was so lucky and fortunate watching Kapil Dev scoring 175 not out. Yours sincerely, 26 not out with a partnership of 126 runs. We won that match. Can you clap? We won the World Cup after that. Kya baat hai? Where are you all? After that we qualified, semi-finals, finals, and it was a historic win. Unbelievable, unimaginable, which we all did not expect even when we left our country. This is where is the teamwork. This is self-confidence. You should know where your strength is accordingly. You have to put in all that strength. Believe in your capability, believe in your strength in your businesses. I will take my business. Creative in your business. The professors, your teachers will guide you. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we won the World Cup with no coach, no guidance, no doctor, no massier, no trainer, nothing. We looked into other cricketers, we looked into the opposition, we looked into the iconic players, picked it out from them, put it into ourselves. Now there are 15 support staff to the current era of cricketers globally. They're all spoon-fed. When I say spoon-fed, I don't have to take it into greater detail as to what spoon-feeding is, okay? So I wish all the students of BBA, MBA, the very best of luck in whatever your aims are, goals are. Be sincere, be honest. There are failures which you will come across in your businesses, in everybody's walk of life. There are ups and downs. Don't give up. This is what we did. No giving up. Put your best foot forward and be positive. No negativity, positive feeling. And you will be successful only when you are sincere and honest. You got to be honest to yourself first. Am I doing the right thing? Am I guiding the guy in a right way? You see, in a group, in a team, there are individuals who misguide you. My experience with my own teammates, I have seen my teammates not guiding the youngsters. When I asked them, यार ज़रा उसे बता दो यार, ज़रा बच्चा है अभी आया है टीम में, ज़रा बता दो how to stay there. Kiri, मेरे को कोई बताया नहीं है, उसको खुद सीखने दो. That was the attitude. No. Help one another. And you gain a lot of respect when you guide somebody to be better than you. Don't be prejudiced with one another. Respect one another's good work, appreciate. It's not happening now. In cricket, in sport, no. It's been plagued like war now. I'm sorry to say that. You're giving a stare to one another. You're abusing one another on the field. That's why the third umpire. Fine are being imposed on the sportsmen. Why? Because they are not playing like gentlemen. This is where is discipline which builds one's good character. Doing things in the right way, on time is discipline. Pick up the good things from one and all. Observe one and all. In your own group, you will have so many differences. Pick the best thing out of them, put it into yourself, and go ahead. With these few words, my dear students, God bless you all with good health, happiness, and long life. And of course, Ritesh Goyal Saab and his team, thank you very much for giving me this honor. Once again, you have always been giving me the honors as and when. Thank you so much. I'm grateful in gratitude. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, one second. As a token of a profound respect and...
I forgot to thank you for your kind words which you expressed. Thank you so much, Master of Ceremonies. You two are doing a great job.
Once again, thank you, sir. As a token of our profound respect and heartful gratitude, I now request our Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Ritesh Goyal, to kindly come forward and present a floral bouquet and a memento to our esteemed Chief Guest, Mr. Syed Kirmani.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, do not shy away from applauding or appreciating anybody. Clapping hands is the great source of encouragement when somebody claps. And clapping gives your blood a good circulation. It's a good exercise. Clapping hands together, and the blood circulation is filled into you. So do not hesitate to clap any good work done by anybody in appreciation. Do not shy away from clapping. Even in your family, when your brother does well, hey, well done, man, bolke zor se taaliyan jamane ka. Okay, with that, thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Mr. Kirmani, for those inspiring words. Your journey reminds us that lasting success is built not just on talent, but on preparation, perseverance, and unwavering commitment to the team.
From the thrilling world of sports, we now take a step into a magical and a vibrant world of cinema. The great Charlie Chaplin once said, "A day without laughter is a day wasted." While cinema entertains us, it also reflects lives, inspires changes, and reminds us of the power of storytelling.
Today, we are delighted to welcome an accomplished and versatile personality from the Indian film and television industry, Mr. Rajkumar Kanojia. Born in Hardoi, Uttar Pradesh, and brought up in Mumbai, Mr. Kanojia has built a remarkable career through relentless dedication and a deep commitment to his crafts. Over the years, he has carved a niche for himself as a distinguished character actor, bringing authenticity and depth to every role he portrays. His impressive body of work spans acclaimed Hindi films such as Style, Paisa Vasool, Pyare Mohan, Dabang 2, Besharam, and Radhe, along with several popular television productions, regional cinemas, commercials, and international projects. His journey holds a valuable lesson for our future managers and entrepreneurs. Much like acting, succeeding in business requires emotional intelligence, adaptability, clear communication, and the resilience to perform under pressure. Above all, Mr. Kanojia's career reminds us that success is rarely defined by a single breakthrough. It is built through consistency, continuous learning, and the courage to embrace every opportunity. We now have the AV on the journey of Rajkumar sir.
In the crowd, move when I strike, I'm making the time, move when I fight, you know how the crowd move when I fight, I'm making the right move with the right tool. Grinding my work, not a thing you can buy, I never style that I wear on my pride, aiming at my like it's part of the prayer, I let the fire, it's more than me, make way for the king, they gon' let me breathe, I'm ready for the storm, you should watch for the seats, make way for the king, every door, every key, I took it, I claim it, now the ground moves under me, make way for the king.
Sir, we are truly honored by your presence today and look forward to hearing your thoughts and experience. Please join us in extending a warm and heartful welcome to Mr. Rajkumar Kanojia.
This will do. Good morning, all. Am I audible? Mr. Ritesh Goyal Sahab, Pallavi ji, thanks for the sincere efforts and inviting me once again. Kirmani Sahab, you are really truly inspiring. Oh, what a journey. Really inspiring. And as he said, that life is nothing but self-inspiration, which is very true, to be precise. It's really true. Because the thing is what? It's whatever is there outside, actually it's inside. जो हम बाहर ढूंढते हैं वो हमारे भीतर होता है. Like for example, हम ईश्वर को ढूंढते हैं, लेकिन ईश्वर तो हमारे भीतर होता है, right? तो ऐसे ही सब कुछ हमारे भीतर होता है, ताकत कह लो, ये कह लो, वो कह लो, सब कुछ, लेकिन हम ढूंढते बाहर है. जैसे किरमानी साहब बोले कि तभी हम बिना कोच के जीते, बिना ट्रेनर के जीते, बिना डॉक्टर्स के जीते, तो ये होता है क्योंकि उनके भीतर सब कुछ था, लेकिन अब हम ढूंढते बाहर है। तो प्लीज़ बाहर ढूंढना बंद करें, अंदर ढूंढे, अपने आप को टटोले, क्योंकि ऐसी सेट कि लाइफ इज़ नथिंग बट टू एंजॉय, राइट, विच इज़ राइटली सेट, लाइफ इज़ नथिंग बट टू एंजॉय। एक्चुअली लाइफ है क्या, इन वन वर्ड। शुभंकर डे, थैंक यू सो वेरी मच फॉर लिसनिंग टू मी केयरफुली। तो लाइफ है क्या? लाइफ इज इनहेलिंग, व्हेन वी इनहेल दैट इज लाइफ, दिस इज लाइफ, एंड व्हेन वी एक्सेल दैट इज डेथ। तो जब इनहेल करते हो उसी के बारे में सोचो, एक्सेल करते हो उसके बारे में सोचो, सोचो ही मत उसके बारे में, सिर्फ इनहेल कर रहे हो उसके बारे में सोचो। तो जब तक आप इनहेल कर रहे हो, तब तक आप जी रहे हो, तब तक आप सोच रहे हो सिर्फ अपने बारे में। वी नीड टू बी सेल्फिश टू सर्टन एक्सटेंट इन लाइफ, राइट, वी नीड टू बी टू सर्टन एक्सटेंट, लेकिन सेल्फिशनेस भी ऐसे होना चाहिए जिससे किसी का नुकसान ना हो, उतना ही रखो, जैसे हर एक चीज़ में संयम होता है। एज यू ऑल पीपल आर फ्रॉम बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट, बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट ठीक है, हाउ टू मैनेज बिजनेस एंड ऑल, लेकिन मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है टाइम मैनेजमेंट। टाइम मैनेजमेंट इज वेरी अटर इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज मेरा मानना है जो टाइम का नहीं, टाइम उसका नहीं, इसलिए टाइम के साथ चले और जस्ट फ्लो विद द टाइम। और टाइम के साथ चलने के लिए आपको चाहिए डिसिप्लिन, गाइडेंस, अपना खुद का, खुद को ही आप प्रेरणा स्रोत समझें, ये आप हमेशा रखें। और मेरा मानना है कि जो अपने काम का नहीं वो कोई काम का नहीं है, ये मेरी लाइन है, जो काम का नहीं वो कोई काम का नहीं। इसके 3 मीनिंग हैं। एक तो ये, पहला मीनिंग ये है, जो अपने काम का नहीं वो कोई काम का नहीं है, मतलब वो कोई व्यर्थ है, फ्यूटाइल, यूजलेस, इज ऑफ नो यूज, तो उससे आप किनारा करो। टॉक्सिक पीपल, नेगेटिव पीपल, उससे आप किनारा करो, ये इसका एक मतलब है। दूसरा मतलब ये है कि जो अपने काम के प्रति ईमानदार नहीं है उससे भी आप दूर रहे। और तीसरा मतलब ये है काम, यानी काम वासना, जिसका अपने काम वासना पर संयम नहीं है वो भी कोई काम का नहीं है, क्योंकि लस्ट इज नथिंग बट डस्ट, ओवर होता है तब, कोई भी चीज़ अतिक्रमण ठीक नहीं है। तो ये आप हमेशा जहन में रखें आप। बाकी हम सब कहते रहते हैं बी पॉजिटिव, ये वो, एक्चुअली मेन चीज़ ये है कि वी ऑल नो व्हाट इज़ राइट, व्हाट इज़ रॉन्ग, व्हाट टू डू, व्हाट टू नॉट, लेकिन हमको बार बार कोई बोलने वाला चाहिए होता है। फ्रिक्वेंट हैमरिंग, उसी से हमको ज्ञात होता है, हम लोग सचेत होते हैं, दिक्कत वहाँ आती है। और जितना भी शब्दकोश है, जो कुछ भी है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है जो हमको मालूम नहीं है। दिस इज द डिलेमा, वी नो एवरीथिंग बट स्टिल वी लुक आउट फॉर समथिंग। व्हाई? सब कुछ भीतर है। तो आप जहन में रखें अगली बार कि आपको बोलना ना पड़े, बी एक्टिव, बी पॉजिटिव, बी हम्बल, बी ग्राउंडेड, कुछ नहीं। अगर आप सही है तो वही सही है, और आप जजमेंटल के भी कभी शिकार नहीं होंगे अगर ये सारी चीज़ें, आप बुनियादी चीज़ें अगर आप अपने जहन में रखते हो। और हम सब ज़हीन हैं, कोई जाहिल नहीं है यहाँ, कोई जाहिल नहीं है। सीधी सी बात है, अगर हम अच्छे तो सब अच्छे। तो अगर वो अच्छापन आप लाते हो बिना किसी के नुकसान किए, बिना किसी का नुकसान किए, तो यकीनन अच्छा ही होना है आपके साथ। और बाकी सक्सेस का कोई ऐसे कोई मंत्र नहीं होता है। लैडर ऑफ सक्सेस अगर आपको जाना है तो उसका कोई मंत्र नहीं होता है, कोई मंत्र नहीं है, कोई तंत्र नहीं है। उसका बस एक ही चीज़ है, सेल्फ इंस्पिरेशन, सेल्फ मोटिवेशन। और वो आपको आता है अपने कर्म कांड से। जैसा आप कर्म कांड करेंगे वैसे ही होगा। अगर आप सांड बनोगे और गलत कांड करोगे तो फिर गलत ही होगा लेकिन अगर सही दिशाहीन नहीं होते हैं तो अच्छा ही होगा। आफ्टर ऑल मैंने पहले भी कहा था कि वॉट एवर हैपन्स फॉर द बेस्ट, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज व्हाइल इट्स हैपनिंग वी डोंट लाइक इट, बट डोंट फॉरगेट एवरी प्रॉब्लम हैज़ अ सल्यूशन, और वो हमारी सद्बुद्धि के ऊपर निर्भर करता है वो सल्यूशन हम कैसे ढूंढते हैं। तो मैं कहूँगा कि आप गोताखोर बने, एक ऐसे सक्षम गोताखोर जिसको पता है कि समंदर के अंदर क्या है और कैसे बाहर लाना है, और ये समंदर आपके भीतर है, तो आपके अंदर के समंदर को बाहर निकालकर मंदिर की तरह कैसे पूजा करना है, अर्चना करना है, आराधना करना है, साधना करना है, ये सब आपके ऊपर निर्भर करता है। So just keep having faith, keep the fire intact and keep the fire burning. No looking back. Just be focused. और सब कुछ अपने आप होगा, आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा मेरे साथ क्या हो रहा है। So just होने दो जो हो रहा है और अच्छा ही होगा, ये सोचकर चलो। यहीं मैं अपने शब्दों को विराम देता हूँ एंड थैंक यू सो वेरी मच फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी वंस अगेन। फिर से बोल रहा हूँ मैं, और आप सभी लोगों का तहे दिल से धन्यवाद।
Yeah, thank you, sir. As a token of a heartfelt appreciation for your gracious presence and inspiring words, I request our respected principal, Dr. Pallavi Vyas, to kindly come forward and present a floral bouquet and a memento to Mr. Rajkumar Kanojia. Thank you, sir, for that inspiring and engaging address. Your journey shows that achieving success isn't just about talent. It's driven by preparation, grit, and a continuous evolution.
Our next guest is a living proof that discipline, sharp focus, and determination are the qualities that transform potential into excellence. Whether on the badminton court or in the boardroom, success belongs to those who prepare and perform with consistency.
Mr. Subhankar has represented India in men's single at the international level, building an inspiring career through years of dedication, resilience, competing against some of the world's finest shuttlers. He has achieved a career-high badminton World Federation ranking of world number 38 in October 2019, a testament of his pursuit of excellence. One of the defining moments of his career came in 2018, when he emerged victorious at the Saar Lorlux Open in Germany, a prestigious BWF World Tour Super 100 tournament. In a commanding final, he defeated England's Rajiv Osif in straight games to claim his maiden BWF World Tour title, a milestone that reflected years of discipline, preparation, and self-belief. Badminton is often described as a game of speed, precision, and strategy, but at the highest level, it is equally a game of character. Every rally demands quick decision-making, adaptability, mental resilience, and the courage to recover from every lost point. These are the very qualities that define successful leaders and professionals. Beyond his achievement on the international stage, Mr. Day has also contributed to the growth of the sport through the Premier Badminton League, and by mentoring and training young aspiring players, reflecting his commitment to nurturing the next generation. Sir, your journey reminds us that talent may open the first door, but it is discipline and the willingness to rise after every setback and ultimately shape enduring success. So before we have the guest on the stage, can we have the AB?
Hello. Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. Respected Mr. Ritesh Goyal sir, Dr. Pallavi ma'am, Mr. Rajkumar sir, and Syed Kirmani sir. थोड़ा नर्वस लग रहा था मुझे किरमानी सर के सामने बात करने के लिए क्योंकि as I am, that I'm also into sports, of course, that I connected him a lot more better. See, I am not going to give you so much of lecture here, but I'll just share my journey here a bit. मेरे journey से अगर कोई भी इधर अपने आप के journey में, if you guys think this can help, then my time here will be worth it. So, I started playing जब मैं 8 or 9 years old था, and as an adopted kid, मेरे elder sister ने took care of me, and I was always living with her. It was not very difficult for me to come to that badminton journey because my elder sister, my brother, they were all into badminton family. So, so I joined the badminton training. And by 12, 13 years, I started playing really well in Bengal. And then I understood that, I will take care of this badminton and I will definitely, pursue as a badminton player. But what happened is like in 15 or 16, I got a government job offer. It was a Food Corporation of India government job. They, they offered me. And as a poor middle class family, of course, government job was the big thing for a guy like me. As Kirmani sir also said, like, the sports में ये बहुत often होते हैं जहाँ पे government job को offer देते हैं. And ऐसे था कि बंगाल में it was very clear that if I take the government job, of course, I won't be able to be part of the Indian team, and probably I will never represent the country and I will not fulfill my dreams. So that was the time I really wanted to take a risk. So here is the risk factor. In life, sometimes I feel, right now I can genuinely say that if I wouldn't have taken the risk, I actually ran away from my family because my family wanted to, get that government job. And by 16, I decided that I have to go out of Bengal. This is the time. And my sister also got married at that point, and she, shifted to Bangalore. and I was feeling a little lonely. I said like, okay, no, I need to take a step. And the step was that I had to run away from the family, and I took a train with 500 rupees and I went to Mumbai. And when I took the train, that time I called my brother and I said, I lost my father like long back. I lost my father when I was 1.5 years old. So my elder brother, he was the one who was taking care of the whole family, and he was a badminton player too. So he said, and I called him and I said like, okay, I am going to Mumbai to pursue my badminton career. And he said, look, if you're going, then better make sure that you're not coming back. And that was the time I was feeling a little lonely, and I said like, okay, so this is the risk I have taken. I had thousands of thoughts were going into my head कि मैं क्या करूँ क्या नहीं करूँ. But आज अगर मैं पीछे मुड़ के देखूँ, if I look back to myself, that time also I was asking these questions that if I look back to myself ever in the future, I should not be having a regret. So why I'm saying this to you guys, that I know that there will be a point where you guys just now came here and probably will take a stream later. You might be having second thoughts for something else, something and something. But make sure that if you look back, if you look into the mirror, and if you ask the questions tomorrow that, do I have any regret? That should not be there. And that's exactly what I did. I ran away and I went to Mumbai. Then I was there for 2 years. I started doing well, and my family was all okay. My sister, my brother, everyone is part of my badminton academy today's date. I have 12 to 15 centers all over in India, where my brother's also part of it, and my sister is also operational head for a few centers. So yeah, so that's the thing, And one more thing I would like to share my story. When I was starting the badminton, sorry. Yes. So I was just saying that, sir, I will feel a bit pressure when you are there, because and thanks to you, sir, you addressed me there and given me. Thank you so much for that. So basically, Lindan ka ek situation aisa tha. So Lindan, you might be knowing that he is 2 times Olympic champion and 7-8 times of world champion, and he is the god of badminton, as you can say. Like, he is the Roger Federer in lawn tennis, whether you can say like that. So when I started playing badminton, तो मेरा elder sister का vision था कि मैं world level पे खेलूँ. मेरे elder sister was always having that vision कि ये खेलेगा तो इसको international इंडिया के लिए खेलना है, नहीं तो नहीं, या तो world number 1 बनना है. मतलब दीदी का हमेशा vision वैसा ही था. So उन्होंने क्या किया था ना, where I sleep, the next to my bed, there was a very small house we used to have, and there was a Lindan action picture was there. And I used to always looking into that action picture, and I was, whenever I used to see, that time the CD used to come, that time there was no YouTube or something was that. So lot of CDs, badminton videos Lindan के दीदी लेके आते थे, और मैं Lindan का ना एकदम fan बन गया था कि no, मेरे को कभी तो Lindan के साथ खेलना है, कभी तो Lindan को देखना है. मतलब 10-12 साल का ही था मैं तभी. Then I used to watch always Lindan picture, Lindan videos. I used to exactly try to copy him and all that. So अब ऐसा हुआ कि when I started really playing well, जब 19, 20, 21 years का हो गया, तो कुछ tournaments में Lindan के साथ I started looking at Lindan. Then Lindan used to play the men round, and I used to be like maybe qualifications rounds and all that. You have to qualify to get into the men tournament basically. And Lindan, of course, is the seed number 1 and all that. So I never used to got to play against him, but by the time when I started seeing him, I could see like a lot of people are taking picture of Lindan, picture with Lindan, but I always used to think नहीं मैं ना कभी आगे तो वैसे भी खेलना है बहुत आगे, तो देखेंगे फिर आगे करते हैं. Then I started going to जब मेरे पास इंडिया में और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं रहा कि कहाँ पे मैं खेलूँ, क्योंकि being a India number one. By the time I achieved the India number one ranking, and हम लोगों को सबको पता है कि partialities वगैरह होते हैं, politics होते हैं sports में, and sir also knows that being a part of India number one, I was not into the national center. I was in a situations where I don't know how to fund myself for any academy. कहाँ पे मैं academy में जाके fees वगैरह कैसे pay करूँगा, because 40,000 30,000 fees होते थे, अभी भी है. तो उस टाइम में मेरे पास कुछ था नहीं, तो I used to coach, being a part of being an India number one also, I had to coach 4 to 7. मेरा schedule होता था सुबह 5 से 7 I used to train, and then 9 to 12 I used to train another session. When 2 to 4 there used to be another session on court, and 4 to 7 I used to go for coaching just to fund myself कि मैं थोड़ा 20-30,000 कमा लूँ और उधर से मैं थोड़ा सा अपने आप को सपोर्ट करूँ. तो ये चलता गया एक टाइम के बाद then I understood that then I have to take this forward, and if I want to make it to that world level, then I have to leave this. And then I decided that I will go and play the Denmark League, Danish League. Basically, you might be knowing in football what happens. A lot of league happens, like Manchester United, Chelsea, these are all part of Champions League or English Premier Leagues. So these sort of things also happens in Bangalore, but not that sort of a money it's included, but the money is very less over there. So but still I had an opportunity where I could play the league matches and fund myself for my international tournaments. I was still not having any government support at that point, and there was of course no private sponsors. As Kirmani sir said, he also didn't have, that time team didn't have any coaches and all that. I also didn't have any coach. And being not part of the Indian team, of course, the coach and the physios and of course the other, support, you can't avail. So what happened is, like, when I went to Denmark League, and it was so hard for me at that point. Like it was all alone. I was there, and the environment is so different. It's not the Indian environment. They also train very less, and they focus on more quality. And at this point in Indian system, of course, we also focus a lot of quality, but here the Asian training system was very different. Asian training system was more of like quantity, we will train so much and all that. But in European system, they train very less. So it was very different for me to be there. I was not happy in somewhere, the training was less and all that, but what I did is, like, I started doing it on my own, that I will do some extra things. If I need to cope up to this level, then I have to do something extra for myself. So then I started doing decent level well, and I started playing leagues. I started being the best player in the league, you can say. I was having a record to not losing a home match there, and for them the league is like a world championship for them. So it was like that. So anyways, so I was playing quite well at that point, and there was a tournament came, and I was already in top 60 or top 70 in the world ranking. And next one, so what happened is, like, in the league matches, when I was not losing any tournament, in losing any match, and then next, suppose today I had a match in Denmark, and in the home ground, I lost very badly at that point, that particular match. And that was the first loss I have had in the home ground. And I was very sad. And the next day, I had to actually travel to German Open. And I knew that I am going to play against Lindan in German Open quarterfinal. And I was so devastated. I was not very happy the way I performed in the league match. And the next day I was thinking, like, what should I do? Should I skip this tournament? Because I was already in part of 2-3 tournaments. But there was one thing, of course, inspiring me, that I'm going to play against Lindan. And the next day I took the train. I missed the train actually to go to that tournament. And somehow I just reached to the airport, and I reached to the Salalaks Open, where I was about to play Lindan. And of course, you know that when Lindan comes with all the team members, and he is having a lot of aura kind of a thing. So I was somehow feeling that, if I look at him all the time, if I see he is warming up, and if I keep praising him and if I keep respect him that, okay, he is Lindan and all, then of course I won't be able to beat him. There is no chance. So I had to kind of, start talking to myself, ki no, I'm the best here and I will control it. I will control everything here, whatever happens. My sister called me that night and my sister said, Bhai, you're playing against Lindan, how are you feeling? And I immediately replied to my sister, no, he's just a player to me now. And my sister said immediately, oh yeah, he's just a player. And then next day, I went to play against Lindan, and trust me, it is a very amazing story. Amazing thing happened over there. So the match started, and in 2 points, Lindan played a trick shot. Badminton, there are a lot of trick shots and all that. Even though 10,000 times I have seen that trick shots. Since my childhood, I've been seeing that Lindan has his best trick shots over there. He can play that. But he played, and genuinely I didn't know what happened there. And I couldn't even judge what he played. So the whole crowd started kind of, oh, Lindan. So it was, for me, it was like immediately my confidence levels went down. And I was like, shit, what happened here in that 2-3 points? It was just started the match. And I immediately knew that I need to start thinking that I belong here. I deserve to be here. And I am capable enough to beat him. If this is the time that I can actually beat him. And I genuinely believed in it, because my preparations throughout my childhood was really, really good. I kind of given my every best every single day of the training, even though sometimes I was not 100%, but still I showed up. So I kind of having that belief that this is the time I will beat. And then what happened? The next point, international tournaments mein, nobody really stopped changing the shuttles. If our opponent, suppose I'm playing against somebody, and if they want to change the shuttle, the umpire immediately changes the shuttles. And this is a very quite common thing. In international, nobody actually stops you to, no, you can't change the shuttle is good. Internationals, this is very common. So what happened? Lindan wanted to change the shuttle. And I had the shuttles with me. And even though the shuttles was not good, I told him that no, the shuttle is good. I don't want to change. And being a world number one, he's like, what? I mean, he was very, very shocked to see that somebody is like asking, just saying, no, I will not change the shuttle. And the shuttle was bad. And then we went with the umpire, and umpire said, okay, you change the shuttle. I said, okay, it's fine. So why I did that? Why I said I will not change the shuttle? Because I wanted to control. So there is some situations that will come where you will feel that confidence level down, and then you got to think that how you can come up to that situations where you can start thinking the best. I'm sure sir is understanding what I'm saying. In sports, if you can't think that you are best, you won't be able to do that. You won't be able to achieve that best level. So in life also, it's a lot of things happens. Of course, we feel the down, we feel that these things, we feel like, ye hoga ki nahi hoga and all that. Believe in your vision and your work. If you have that 100% belief, then don't look back and don't stop yourself. So that is what I did, and I just had to do something over there to feel myself that I am the best here. I will control the match, and trust me, the whole game changed, and I was happy to beat in Lindan for the first time in history. Thank you. So Lindan ko, there is only 3 players have ever beaten. That is myself, Kidambi Shrikant, is world number 1, and HS Pranoy. He is also also almost top 10 in the world now. But there is only one player has beaten, which is Subhankar, who was not part of the national team, but still beaten him, and still played for the India. So what I'm trying to say is कि of course ups and downs बहुत आए हैं, बहुत सारे चीज़ें struggle भी नहीं बोलता because I was quite enjoying that struggle. अगर मुझे वो struggle नहीं दिखता था तो मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता था. I always wanted to go out of that comfort zone and do things, and that is why probably I could do it. And I'm genuinely telling you, I was a very ordinary guy, ordinary player. I know there are a lot of talents in badminton. I know there are a lot of people who are really good, talented. But if I can do it, 110% sure that you can do, you can also achieve what you want to achieve. So, thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Kirmani, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me. Whole GVS team. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. As a mark of a sincere gratitude and appreciation, I now request Dr. Smita M., head of the MBA department, to kindly come forward and present a floral bouquet and a memento to Mr. Subhankar.
So much, sir, for those inspiring words. Your journey reminds us that excellence is never an accident. It is the outcome of consistent efforts and the courage to keep moving forward one point at a time.
As we approach one of the most significant moments of today's program, it is time to hear from the visionary whose dream laid the foundation of the institution we proudly call GIBS. Leadership expert Warren Bennis once said, "Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality." Our next speaker has done precisely that, transforming a vision of meaningful management education into an institution that fosters future leaders, innovators, and entrepreneurs.
It is my privilege to introduce the chairman and managing director of the GIBS Group, Mr. Ritesh Goyal. Mr. Ritesh Goyal is an entrepreneur, educationalist, motivational speaker, executive coach, and an ardent believer in the transformative power of education. His vision has always been that management education should extend far beyond classrooms and textbooks. It should inspire students to think independently, embrace innovation, communication with confidence, and lead with purpose. Under his leadership, GIBS has evolved into an institution where academic excellence is complemented by industry exposure, entrepreneurship, leadership development, and experiential learning. His philosophy is simple yet profound. Education should not merely prepare students for their first job, but equip them for a lifetime of learning, adaptability, and responsible leadership. At the heart of this philosophy lies the guiding principle of GIBS: learn, earn, and return. It reminds every student that true success is measured not only by what we achieve for ourselves, but also by the value we create for others and the society we serve. We now have the AV on the journey of Ritesh, sir.
जलना बुझना बुझ के जलना, मरना जीना मर के जीना, मांगने वाली चीज नहीं है मौका उसका जिसने छीना। गिरना उठना उठ के चलना, चढ़ जा अंबर जीना जीना, याद रहे ये शर्त सफर की, पीछे मुड़ के देख कभी ना। जीत का जुनून है तो हार सोचना क्यों, जब जिंदगी है एक ही, दो बार सोचना क्यों। मैं परिंदा क्यों बनूं, मुझे आसमां बनना है, मैं एक पन्ना क्यों रहूं, मुझे दास्तां बनना है। मैं परिंदा क्यों बनूं, मुझे आसमां बनना है। अड़ी है ये धड़कने, यही तो मजा है, किया जो किसी ने नहीं हम करें। कोई तो वजह है जो जिद पे अड़ी है ये धड़कने, हाँ यही तो मजा है, किया जो किसी ने नहीं हम करें। ललकार की घड़ी है ये बेकार सोचना क्यों, जब जिंदगी है एक ही, दो बार सोचना क्यों। मैं परिंदा क्यों बनूं, मुझे आसमां बनना है, मैं एक पन्ना क्यों रहूं, मुझे दास्तां बनना है। मैं परिंदा क्यों बनूं, मुझे आसमां बनना है। आज कल तेरी आंख झुकनी है, तेरे अंदर है जितनी आग, यहाँ उससे भी दुगनी है। सूरज आंख दिखा ले आज, कल तेरी आंख झुकनी है, तेरे अंदर है जितनी आग, यहाँ उससे भी दुगनी है। तलवार हाथ में है तेरे, दे मार सोचना क्यों, जब जिंदगी है एक ही, दो बार सोचना क्यों। मैं परिंदा क्यों बनूं, मुझे आसमां।
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. भूख लग गई सबको? So the official time is 12:40. But I won't take much time because we are late for about 20 minutes. So I am cutting short on my speech. So good morning, everyone. I welcome Syed Kirmani sir, the legendary cricketer, and I really admire the way you talk. I really want to be a speaker like you. And Syed sir is on our board also. And Rajkumar sir. Rajkumar sir has recently joined us for our PGDM inauguration about 2 weeks back. And I was really inspired by the thought process and the way he was talking on the stage. And then I mean, businessman, entrepreneur. So the first job of entrepreneur is to find out an opportunity. right? So then I told Rajkumar, sir, I would like to have a long meeting with you. So he was like, you can call me anytime. And then immediately I told my team to fix him for MBA and BBA also, so that we can meet, we can do something in film industry. And something, the programs related to film industry, since he has been a visiting faculty for many top institutions. And sir has told that Sonu Sood and few other great actors has been his students. And Subhankar, amazing talk. I could relate with the struggles what you have gone through in your life. And I'm sure we all are in sports in some or other way. So everybody is playing on ground. So that is what I feel, that in some or other way we all are playing, because life is all about game. I always tell, it is there on my table, life is all about game. Just play it with the patterns. You should know the patterns of the life. And we all are chasing happiness, right? What is all about happiness? Khushi kya hai? What is happiness? For me, it is all about chasing my own self. If you'll go to any part of GIBS, this campus or the another Mind Valley campus, everywhere you will see infinity. Approach yourself to approach infinity. So for me, the success is all about approaching your own self. If you are into any problem, any trouble, find out the solution. I was exactly the same in 2007. 2007, I came to Bangalore, not with a big dream at all. हमारा सबसे बड़ा ड्रीम होता था कि 50,000 रुपए सैलरी मिल जाए बस, 50,000. And I used to make about 20-30,000 before my PG program. So घर वालों को बोल गया था 50,000 रुपए तो पक्का कमाऊंगा. 50,000 was my like biggest aim. अब राजस्थान के typical मारवाड़ी family से, and you won't believe, in Marwadi my one of the relatives says 50,000 घना कौन बोल दिया के, means don't you think 50,000 is too much? And I was like, I will do it, kind of that attitude. In 2007-09, I passed my PG program, and I did PGPM, postgraduate program in management. So you can understand the kind of intellect we were having. After coming to Bangalore, after joining an institution, I got to know that it is not AICTE approved. Because I was not even knowing what is AICTE, what is UGC. बस ये पता था कि बैंगलोर में एडमिशन मिल गया. And why I'm sharing this story with you guys on the first day? Because I'm sure you will be having lot of confusions in your mind. Many of you must be thinking, wow. Many of you must be thinking, no, this is not something what I expected out of this city, out of this institution. But trust me, it doesn't play any important role in your life. What you do to yourself is something very, very important. Very, very important. So then I remember on the day when we were called to give the introduction on the stage. I come from a Hindi medium, a typical Hindi medium. I'm sure in the video you would have seen my school. जमीन पे बैठ के हमने 12वीं तक पढ़ाई की है. And दरी भी घर से लेके जाते थे, मैट भी. I come from that sort of family. And I still remember my other family members used to tell my father कि BL अगर इसको बाहर भेज दिया तो he will never come back to Rajasthan. Who wants to come back? Have you come here to go back to your hometowns? Obviously not. Or you should not aim at it. Yes, do something great for your city. Do something great for your town. But make your career in Bangalore. This is the city of magic. This is the city of, trust me, the localites over here, I have not come across. I have been in Delhi, I have been in Rajasthan, I have been in Mumbai, I have been in many cities, many states. This city itself is a treat. The weather, what you see over here, you are going to witness the same weather until I think the February mid. सिर्फ 2-3 महीने आपको गर्मी लगेगी. एयर कंडीशंस तो यहाँ पे बहुत रेयरली चलते हैं. This is the beauty of the city. And then I remember on the day when I was supposed to give, I was called on the stage to give an introduction. And I was just, imagine I'm doing a ratification about my own self. I am Ritesh Goyal. So I used to call Ritesh, and people were laughing in the audience. I am Ritesh Goyal. Because S और SS में difference नहीं पता था. And you know what? सिर्फ एक ही fire थी. Only one thing. कुछ बहुत बड़ा करना है. And trust me, अभी तक शायद 1% भी नहीं हुआ है उसका. I'll be taking your sessions. I'll be showing what all things I write. And trust me, before coming to the stage, I was writing this, छुपा के ताकि पीछे से मैम लोग नहीं देख ले. But I am reading it for you guys because again, everybody knows I am a product of manifestation. I am the best speaker. It is written on this. I am the best speaker. I am the best. I am the best. I am, wow, I love you, RG. I have delivered the best talk today. I am the best. I am superpower. I am the best. Wow, RG, wow. Writing is the supreme power. You will never see me with PPTs. I write. In this diary, you can see the talks from 2014-15. Almost 11 years of talks are here. Every event. And you know what is the beauty of writing? Whatever I am talking to you, you would have seen that मैंने diary की तरफ नहीं देखा. But whatever I wrote, I am reading that. Without even looking at the diary, this is the power of writing. And this is called antidote writing. What is antidote? आज भी बहुत फटती है स्टेज पे आने में. I have delivered n number of talks. सारे भगवान 36,000 करोड़ भगवानों के नाम याद आ जाते हैं. Biggest fear. But what I did, I have made my fear as a business. Many of us are running away from our fears, right? I always tell, उसमें इतना engrossed हो जाओ that make it as your business. This was my biggest fear. I started giving talks. दुनिया मुझ पे लाख हंसी, मैं दुनिया के साथ हंसा. बहुत मजा आया. बहुत मजा आया. N number of talks with lot of preparations. पूरी रात prepare करता था. So whatever you see is spontaneous is not spontaneous. Nothing comes out, like out of spontaneity or something like that. You prepare about it. You give your life to it. So this is something what I wanted to share with you guys, that on the day when I was literally shivering on the stage. और सच बताऊं तो अभी भी shivering हो रही है थोड़ी. Fear is not bad at all. I really don't know why we are scared of fear. You know what? Fear is the biggest problem in the society. Understand that problem well. Recently we have entered in real estate market about a year back. And you know what was my biggest fear? Because we are in education industry, if we have to expand, we have to think about land, we have to think about litigation, we have to think about the government. And you know what? If somebody asks me, why did I enter into real estate? To make more money? I don't know. Making money is not bad. We all are here to make money. But the biggest reason why I entered in real estate industry, because it was my biggest fear. It was my biggest fear. And the moment you get into a business of fear, and I thought the same problem lakhs of people must be facing. Why can't we solve this problem? Why can't we solve this problem? So whatever the fear you have today, make it as your business. Become expert in that. आपको बहुत मजा आएगा. We talk about theory classes, right? We learn just 20% out of theory classes. 80% result comes from, 30% comes from your actions. I'm sure you would have heard actions are very important, right? It plays only 30% role in your life. Majority goes to the n number of mistakes. 50% of the learning only comes from mistakes. Decision making, you have to make decisions. As I always say, done is better than perfect. You don't need to be perfect at all for anything. We are not perfect. We were not even knowing what is construction, and we started constructing this campus. 9 months from foundation until finishing, 73,000 square feet built up. With interiors, with exteriors, we came inside the campus. पीछे पड़ जाओ. आपके जैसे क्रेजी लोग आपको मिल जाएंगे. You will find it. Only thing is, my job is to think. If I don't think, I don't get. My job is just to think. I am a big time product of manifestation. Highest level का. मुझे ऐसा लगता है मेरे से ज़्यादा manifest कोई नहीं करता. मेरे से ज़्यादा ज़िंदगी में gratitude कोई नहीं करता. The way you said, Subhankar, that I belong to this place. I belong to this place. वर्ल्ड के बेस्ट प्लेयर के सामने आप खेल रहे हो. आई बिलोंग. आपको पता है जहाँ पे भी मैं जाता हूँ ना, वहाँ पे बोलता हूँ आई बिलोंग टू दिस प्लेस. जिस यूनिवर्सिटी में जाता हूँ ना, दिस इज़ माई यूनिवर्सिटी. एंड आई हैव शोन यू वन यूनिवर्सिटी एट द एंड in 2030, and mark my words, I have given n number of promises on the stage, and I have delivered it before time. I have delivered it before time. The reason is, हाथ मुंह धो के पीछे पड़ जाओ उसके. हाथ मुंह धो के पीछे पड़ जाओ. If I'll ask you, who is your dream girl? Somebody will say Katrina Kaif. I asked this question in the class. Katrina Kaif, Aishwarya Rai, ABC, XYZ. But if I ask the next question, okay, what have you done for your dream? Nothing. Do you have a capacity to go to Mumbai and stand outside the Katrina Kaif's house? Do it for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. One day you will be looked by her and she'll call you. And if not marries, she will call you at home, she'll talk to you. This is the power of manifestation. If not the ultimate goal you are achieving, you will be close to your goal and you will be ahead of the world. You will be ahead of the world. I still remember a few years back, I used to tell Pradeep and Ravi कि यार celebrities को बुलाना है campus में. सोचने के बाद you know what has happened? लाइन लग गई. फिर मैंने last year बोला सलमान खान को बुलाना है. We'll have Salman Khan on board. The power of thinking. सलमान खान तक तो नहीं पहुंचे, but उसके real brother तक पहुंच गए. अरबाज खान came to the campus. That means you'll be closer to your goal. You'll be closer to your goal. In my this 17, 18 years of journey, I have learned a lot from my father, my brothers. I always talk about them. You are nothing without your family. परिवार के बिना आप कुछ भी नहीं हो. हम लोगों ने बहुत सारे sacrifice, big decisions we have left just because my brother said no. No मतलब no. My father said no. Family is very, very important. Do not go against your family. The power of family. आज अगर आप हमको देखोगे, if you'll follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, anywhere, you'll always see me surrounded with family, family, family. परिवार का sacrifice करके आप जिंदगी में कभी बड़े नहीं बन सकते हो. You will always be lonely inside the room. Maybe you can become a celebrity, but कमरे में आप अकेले होगे. You cannot celebrate your success. You need family to celebrate that. So just 3 important stories before I close. I would like to share it with you, which I have learned from my father, my brothers, and very, very important stories. The first story is about courage, sahas. The first story is about courage, and I'm sure my team has seen my courage in past few years. Hari sir has witnessed it. He was the senior director in GIBS. And I always salute Hari sir, the kind of attitude, the sporting attitude what he has, and I talk about it when he's not there in my room. the kind of attitude, because attitude is everything. Your attitude is everything. You don't need to be intellectually high. You don't need to be, what you call the great at making money. You should have a great attitude, the positive attitude. I always tell all the students who are going to become an employees in future, or maybe the entrepreneurs in future, if I have joined an organization, doesn't matter good, bad, what I feel, I am investing, not spending. I am investing my almost 9 to 10 hours over here, which is more than the time what I spend with my own family. And we keep talking bad about it. The attitude of gratitude brings great things. सबसे गंदी चीज को क्या आप अच्छा बोल सकते हो दुनिया में? That is an attitude. That attitude of gratitude. So I'll take you through very important 3 stories. The first story is all about courage. Nobody has ever achieved big in business or any walk of life without courage. Of course, whenever you do anything big, you do feel a little scared. I always feel scared. You do feel little scared, but you got to conquer fear to discover the hidden hero within you. With courage, with self-belief, and the can-do spirit, you overcome any adversity in your life. Because साहस एक ऐसी ताकत है जिससे डर को भी डर लगता है. साहस एक ऐसी ताकत है जिससे डर को भी डर लगता है. Therefore, I want today's young leaders to realize that achieving your potential is the quest of the ordinary. ये नॉर्मल लोग करते हैं. Conquer the impossible is your destiny. What we are doing today, every day, every moment, every second, I feel that I have made impossible possible. If you will go back to my past, तो आप बोलोगे ये तो वो सेम बंदा ही नहीं है. He is not the same person. ये possible ही नहीं है. And the second story is about failure. We all talk about success. We don't talk about failure. I have struggled as a communicator. In fact, Hindi भी अच्छे से नहीं आती थी until the class, I remember the bachelor second year. उसमें भी मारवाड़ी और हरियाणवी का टच आ रहा था. And the people from Haryana and Rajasthan can relate to it. भाई कित जा रहा है. So that touch, that heaviness. You got my point? हिंदी भी अच्छे से नहीं आती थी. So it is about failure. I failed as a strong communicator immediately after my PGPM as an employee with 9,500 rupees salary, because it was the biggest recession in the country in 2009. But you know what? My family was very happy even with 9.5 thousand. You know the reason behind it? Why they were happy? कि at least now he will not ask money from us. So they were very happy with 9,500 कि at least अब मांगेगा नहीं है. And then I started my first venture in 2011. Everyone knows and talks about success, not about failure. You have to learn to fail again and again, again and again. पता है जिंदगी में शुभांकर डे, सैयद किरमानी या राजकुमार बनने के लिए आपको क्या करना है? सिर्फ एक बार सफल होना है. Only once in life. एक चीज. And that magic happens when you have a habit of failing again and again, again and again. And that magic happened in our life was GIBS in 2014. And the last story, the third story, is be around people. Always be around people. Build people and people will build everything for you. A true story of mine. मैं दुनिया का सबसे वेला आदमी हूँ. Sometimes I feel and I laugh at myself by sitting in chamber कि लोग मेरे से अपॉइंटमेंट क्यों लेते हैं. मैं तो बकरा ढूंढता हूँ सर डेली कि कोई तो मिले जिससे मैं घंटों घंटों बात करूँ. I am absolutely free and I mean it. I have not taken any department in my hand. absolutely free. But I give my highest time in one thing. And you know what is that? Managing the people, their sentiments. I keep talking to my HR. So you can say I'm not a CMD of the organization, I am the HR manager. And it's not human resource. Human is not a resource, it is a human relation. Head to head, human to human, and heart to heart is what I take care of. I don't take care of B2B, I don't take care of B2C. I take care of H to H. So, be around people, because people can only make you, people can only break you. We talk about God, right? We worship God. What is God? You are God. The people are God. G for generator, O for operator, D for destroyer. वही आपको बनाते हैं, and they only break you, they only make you. So be around people, because you are an average of 5 people with whom you stay the most. If you want your report card, just think about your 5 top friends जिसके साथ आप सबसे ज़्यादा समय निकालते हो. And you are an average of those 5. So choose your company wisely. Invest, do not spend. निवेश करना सीखो, खर्च करना नहीं. Be it even the human relations, not only money. Always surround yourself with the top class people. Mindset is very important than the skill set. We all talk about, the parents talk about skill set, right? Mindset is greater than skill set. If skill set would have played the highest role in success, then Marwadis and Gujaratis would have not ruled the world. They were not having any skill set. They were having only one thing, and that was mindset. So guys, all the very best. Do well. I am sure we'll have a great time for next 2 years, 3 years. And this year we have launched a great Mind Valley program where you'll be visiting Mind Valley campus again and again, and you'll be having an amazing time along with IRE and CPMP programs, which are the USP's unique selling proposition of GIBS. And I'm sure we all will have great time together. Approach yourself to approach infinity. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As a token of gratitude, I now request Reena ma'am to present a bouquet to Ritesh, sir. Thank you, sir, for that inspiring and thought-provoking address. Your words have reminded us that education is not merely about acquiring knowledge, but about developing the courage to innovate, the character to lead with integrity, and the responsibility to create a meaningful impact.
To formally induct the batch of 2026 into the GIBS family, we will now take the institutional pledge.
I request Ritesh, sir, to lead us the pledge. I request all the new students to please stand up, raise your right hand forward and repeat after sir.
Sit. So before the pledge, I forgot, please sit down. So I forgot to play a small video of Krishna and Arjuna. So which really, I'm sure, whatever confusions you have in your life, this video will really give you a solution. So Santosh sir, if you can just play. So now I request all the students to please stand up. And if the faculty members also, the non-teaching, so instead of student, please call it as GIBN. Okay? So if you can just display it on the screen. So you have to speak after me. Okay? So I, be little louder please. बहुत अच्छा lunch है. Amazing. Okay? I, Ritesh Goyal, firmly believe in myself and my ability to excel at all times, even under trying circumstances. I take great pride in being a GIBN and will make every possible effort to bring glory and accolades to this prestigious institution. I understand that I have a purpose in my life. I will humbly acquire the fruits of knowledge bestowed by this great institution. I will work hard and lead an honest life. I shall sincerely try to follow a righteous way of life. I will light the lamp of knowledge in the nation and ensure that it remains lit forever. I shall always uphold the dignity and name of GIBS and take great pride in being an integral part of this eminent institution. I will always respect my teachers, my parents, and my friends. This is my pledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Books preserve knowledge, handbooks preserve directions. Today, we unveil not just a handbook, but a roadmap that will guide our students throughout their academic journey. This academic handbook will be the students' roadmap and ultimate guide to conquering the next few years.
I would like to request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly step forward for the official launch of the new batch handbook for 2026. We will first unveil the handbook for MBA. Now we will have the handbook launch for the BBA program.
Thank you, dignitaries.
As we conclude this ceremony, let us stand united in respect and gratitude for a great nation.
We request everyone in the auditorium to please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul.
To express our sincere appreciation to everyone who made today's event successful, we now invite Dr. Smita M., Head of Department MBA, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. It's my privilege and honor to express a vote of thanks on behalf of all GIBS family members on the occasion of Orientation Program 2026. On behalf of my MBA and BBA department, I would like to thank each one of you for your gracious presence, valuable time, and the enthusiastic participation in the making this orientation program a grand success. With gratitude, I extend my sincere thanks to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Syed Kirmani, sir. Thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion with your presence. Your support and encouragement for GIBS family is truly appreciated. You and your team actually taught Indians how to win big. And it's really an inspiration. Of course, you and your whole team inspiring today's generation on every day, sir. Thank you for your powerful speech. I actually grabbed 5 important S from your speech today, sir. It is a self-motivation, self-awareness, self-capability, and of course, the self-assessment. It was an energetic speech for our students who are going to grow in next 2 years as responsible citizens. Thank you so much. I also thank a guest of the day, Mr. Rajkumar Kanojia, sir. Sir, it was a powerful speech, energetic speech, and of course students can connect to you very easily because you're a Bollywood actor. You actually taught the skills, of course the self-handling skills, which is very important nowadays for Gen Z generations. Grateful to Subhankar Day. Of course, the story was easily connected to students and of course each one of us. Your journey was not easy, Subhankar, but every struggle, every hard work shaped you in a champion. It was a mesmerizing thought sharing from your side for all of us. Thank you so much for your presence. With profound gratitude, I extend my sincere thanks to our Honorable Managing Director and Chairperson of GIBS, Ritesh Goyal, sir, whose leadership is firmly rooted in spirituality, vision, and values. Thank you for being a beacon of inspiration and strength for the entire GIBS family, sir. I extend my sincere thanks to our principal ma'am, Dr. Pallavi Vyas. Thank you for your graceful and inspiring presence, your continuous motivation and leadership that always guide us towards excellence. Thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Ravi Agarwal, sir, Director Administration, Pradeep, sir, Chief Marketing and Placement Officer, Sandeep, sir, Director Admissions for their valuable contribution, support and guidance for this orientation program. I'm deeply grateful to Dr. Kiran, sir, HOD BBA, for his support, encouragement and efforts in ensuring the smooth conduct of this orientation program. I express my sincere thanks to Professor Parmeshwar, sir, HOD PGDM, for his support and cooperation. My vote of thanks would not be complete without acknowledging and giving a due credit to my faculty colleagues, the dedicated members of UG office, Ms. Aisha, Anil, and Krishna. I would also express my sincere appreciation to the members of Accounts Department, Admission Department, Placement Department, IT Department, and of course, all the dedicated non-teaching staff for their valuable contribution for this inaugural function and orientation function 2026. Special thanks to Nagveni ma'am for her support for smooth operation process during the documentation. I also acknowledge the efforts of our supporting staff, maintenance staff, and the security staff. Last, but certainly not the least, I would like to extend my gratitude and thanks to our students of 2026 batch and their parents. Thank you for placing trust in GIBS. Dear students, always remember that the GIBS campus is not merely built with walls, furniture, classrooms, and decor. It is built with hopes, aspirations, dreams, determination, and of course, the endless opportunity which is waiting to shine through each one of you. So every light that brightens the corridors, walls, and the corners of this GIBS building will give you the reminder that you need to keep your dreams alive. You need to recognize your potential. You need to take a step on a daily basis to achieve your dreams. So I best a wish for you. May your time at GIBS inspire you to learn, grow, and lead. With this gratitude, I would like to request, give a big round of applause for yourself for choosing Guys, you are clapping for yourself. Little bit loud. Thank you so much. All the best. And please choose to learn, to grow, and transform for the next 2 years for MBA and 3 years for BBA at GIBS. Thank you so much. I'm requesting to the students, please be seated in the auditorium until the further instructions, and requesting esteemed dignitaries, please proceed for the lunch. Thank you so much.
Just continue.